HBK, the showstopper, the Heartbreak Kid. Shawn Michaels really was that heartbreaker. He didn't care about your feelings, only his spotlight. He did whatever it took to get ahead in his career at the expense of others. But then he met Jesus and everything changed. Let's dive in. Shawn Michaels rose to fame in the 90s as the Heartbreak Kid, flashy, cocky, and absolutely elite in the ring. His charisma, flying moves, and innovative wrestling style grabbed attention with his iconic move called Sweet Chin Music. He truly was an entertainer in every sense of the word. His matches against iconic opponents like Bret Hart, The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin are etched in wrestling history. Even those like me that didn't grow up watching him were captivated by his performances watching later on. One of his defining moments was WrestleMania 12, where the showstopper beat Bret Hart for his first WWE championship. Even after this achievement, he will go on to win more gold, like the Intercontinental Championship and the European Championship. But while he was on top of the world, his character was lacking. With the rise of success and superstardom, he wrestled with how to adjust to it. He would turn to prescriptions and alcohol as his career progressed. So much so that his wrestling colleagues would notice that it would start to take a toll on him. One of his closest friends, Triple H, would watch HBK pass out on multiple occasions. But not only that, he would overindulge in drinking, chasing women, and having over-the-top behavior backstage with his colleagues. The culmination of substances, alcohol, and recklessness all came to a halt in 1998, where he suffered a back injury in a match with The Undertaker. Injuries took him out of the ring. Drugs, partying, and broken relationships followed. The showstopper was stopped by himself. In 1998, HBK's back injury forced him into retirement. His back injury, combined with his ongoing substance issues, led him to be angry. The sport that he once loved that got him to famous success ended his career. Being recently married, the urge to get off of substances wasn't until one night where he passed out in front of his son, Cameron, who was around 2 at the time. He saw his own father being passed out on the couch. This was the wake-up call that Shawn needed, as he told his wife at the time that he would never do substances again. He got clean, got humble, and over time he found peace not in his performance, but in Jesus. He didn't just get his body back, but he got his soul back. And in 2002, he returned to WWE not as the same man, but as a new creation. The 2002 to 2010 Shawn Michaels was a man transformed. He still stole the show, but this time he stole it with humility, gratitude, purpose. He made peace with Bret Hart. He owned his past. He even shared his testimony on WWE documentaries. He would go around talking about his newfound faith in Jesus, even writing a book detailing it. The response in the back? Positive, as people applauded this new Shawn Michaels that was more self-controlled, putting others above himself, and no longer putting his health at risk with alcohol and other substances. His career perspective had shifted more into family. He wanted to step down from wrestling after his retirement match with The Undertaker to spend more time being a husband and a father. His matches with Undertaker, his feud with Jericho, his final years, all carried a different energy. Redemption. He no longer fought for glory. He wrestled as a man who had been saved. Shawn's story reminds me of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. For some, I guess you are watching this video and thinking, can this really be the case for someone that might be too far gone? Can this Jesus really transform someone's life to that degree? God's grace is able to reach anyone, no matter how too far gone. Drug addicts, egotistical jerks, even those people that openly mock him. Shawn is a classic example of God showing that he can transform anyone, no matter the adversity. If God can restore Shawn Michaels, he can restore you. You don't need a WrestleMania comeback to be redeemed. You just need to surrender. You may have messed up. You may feel broken, but the cross says, I'm not finished with you. God specializes in turning heartbreak into healing. If this encouraged you, drop a comment below that says, I am a new creation. Sometimes wrestling reflects the truth, and sometimes it reflects faith. This is Spear Studios.